Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tommy and welcome to our speed build series, Jurassic Park Atlantis. This is episode 4, where as you can see from the title, we will be building a raptor enclosure that I like to call the Raptor Beach. Now I'm putting in the side fences like this, and I'll be also putting the front fence over there. I'm using the edge of the map, and I like to kind of play pretend that the fence, like continues where we cannot see it, because of course the raptors need to be enclosed. But I hate it when you have to look at the back of the fence when you're looking at the enclosure. You know what I mean. I'm doing this whole area beachy because I wanted the guests to have these beach parts, as you will see from me creating the guest sections, that I wanted this part to be a little more beachy than the other one. Here you can see me struggling with placing the viewing galleries, since they cannot really be placed right next to water, so I had to go back and forth with the water, with the fence, and I thought that I would go crazy with this, and the shops as well. As you will see later on in the video, I had to delete chunks of water and then put it back to be able to place the shops, which already had to be small anyway, because I couldn't fit the big ones, because I wanted to do all the guest sections circle oriented or circle like. Here I'm trying to do little islands in this enclosure, since the brushes are so damn big. It's pretty damn hard, but yeah, this episode is called the Raptor Beach. However, a bigger portion of the episode will be focused on actually building the guest sections. And of course, we will be building the Raptor enclosure too. But this whole thing, when not sped up and edited, took me 2 hours to do this, but the enclosure was like 20 minutes. And then the stupid guest sections, because I needed to figure out the way to do it. I needed to figure out like what kind of shops would go there. And when we go to the other side of this enclosure in the next episode, I will already know what to do, and I might do some of the guest sections on my own, so that it's I don't think it's boring. I will be talking all the way through the video. At least I hope I'm not boring. At least I hope that you do enjoy me talking nonsense in these videos, because this is the only time that I can actually go on a limb, totally off topic, and just talk, which I love to do, as you might have noticed, because I'm commenting on what I'm doing in the video, but at the same time, I don't need to comment on everything. This is not a tutorial, this is a speed build, and it is pretty much self-explanatory what I'm doing on the screen like usually. And when I need to tell you something, I do it. Like for example, now I'm placing the small palms. I like to what you need to do to make this believable is to place all kinds of palms together, and not have a uniform, to place it random, mix it with the rocks, and also mix it with some of the shrubs that we have, so that we have some blades of grass around the palms, so that it's not like sticking out of the sand like a sore thumb. You need to maintain some sort of realism, or you don't have to. If you do your enclosures in a different way, you don't need to be realistic. I'm not forcing you to be realistic. Here you can see me putting in some more shrubbery, because I realized that we should have some greenery around the palms, because the palms wouldn't just grow out of nowhere. And we're putting in the Raptors, and we are putting in the Jurassic Park 2011 Raptors, because when it comes to Raptors at the beach, you need to have the Jurassic Park 2021. What year was that? 2001, not 2021. Let's not get 2021 back. And or was it 2020 that was worse? At this point, I don't even know. Doing the fences here because I'm going to delete the path, and the path is a kind of it provides a good blueprint for the fences, like where they should go. So before deleting each path, I should do all the fences. Here you can see the raptors. And this is the part of the video. We are at the 5.5 minute mark out of what's going to be a 15-minute video. And yes, we're already doing the guest sections. I managed to do quite some nice. I was in the end, I was satisfied with the guest sections that I managed to do here. I went with the circles, with all the, like what we established previously, that we would try to do all kinds of circles in this park. And so I was trying to do just that. And do circles of different colors, different sizes, not different shapes, because then it wouldn't be a circle. This was me trying the buildings, like which building could go where. Only the small buildings do manage to fit here, and I had to delete some of the water. Then I had to put the building in the middle because I couldn't even fit the the bathroom in there. So I said to myself that I would have to leave more space for these in the next sections. So this is a little groundwork that I was preparing for some more guest sections and to like some more decorations later. Today I would like to thank Prehistoric 5, who has been supporting me since the very beginning of the channel, and always comments nice things. Always, I can always feel your support, buddy. So I'm really thankful for that. So I wanted to give you today's shout out. Prehistoric 5 also has a channel, so if you guys want to check it out, please do. And I think that he also has an Instagram account now for the pictures of the park, so make sure to check it out as well. And let's get back to my circles. As you can see, I was trying all kinds of things with this. I was really going back and forth. Well, not really back and forth, but I wanted to do something different each and every single time. So you'll see me experiment with the fountains, with all kinds of shrubs and all kinds of you see me doing these little islands, because sometimes when you do too much of the same stuff in a row, you might get bored with it. And that's why I'm doing this a little chaotic sometimes, that I do one thing, then go to something else, then go back to the first thing, so that I keep things fresh. Because one thing that I do have to admit was that when I was building this guest section, by the end, like when I got to the Raptor enclosure, finally, I was so fed up with these guest sections that I was like, if I have to do this, like in all of these circles, I'm gonna go crazy. But knowing myself, I will. Knowing myself, I won't just, like leave an empty space there. I will, like do these fountains and everything, and I'll go big as I usually do. Sometimes when I'm too exhausted, I just like try to figure out a way to make it easier for me and a way to get out. But yeah, that happens. It does happen. But when something like that happens to you, you should take a rest. You should get a break from building, because one thing is building something and having a vision. You can see that the path there was like really unforgiving, so I was just like, screw it, let's put in some greenery. When you're doing something like this and you have the vision, you want it, you know how it's supposed to look, but you know that you want to be as detailed as possible, and to have all the options, and to make it look pretty. You really need to have a lot of patience for doing this. Sometimes you go back and forth, sometimes the things don't work out as you hoped they would, and you get mad about things. So you need to take a break and just, if you want to put in the hours and put in the work, it is helpful to sometimes just leave it be and come back later. I'm currently building 2 parks at once, like this one and another one that I will present later on when I finally finish the tours of the zillion parks that I had built before I started the channel. This is like, we have all these new decoration items, and I was like, it's gonna be like literally forever before I can showcase these new items on my channel. So I was like, okay, let's do a speed build series, let's add something new. That was like one of the main reasons why I decided to do this speed build series, was that I wanted to showcase these new decoration items and these new things, because many of my parks had previously been finished. I recently went back to some of them and did a little remodel. The park that I will be premiering this Sunday, hopefully. I'm pre-recording this, so I really do hope that I will have it ready by Sunday. These raptors were so hungry. I mean, I was going back and forth and putting a new feeder for them like every 5 minutes. So next time that I build this, it's something that I thought of later on, but I will turn the hunger off before we open this park, because I'm not willing to change the feeder every single 10 minutes or so, because yeah, the raptors are a nightmare when it comes to food. What was I talking about? As I said, you know that I like to talk. You need to take breaks, basically. And as I said before, I'm not a patient person. I really tend to be impatient, especially with a particular, like things like these. So in a way, I'm using this game as a therapy to kind of get that sense of, you don't have to get anxious if you have something that you need to finish and it's intricate work and it takes a long time. You don't need to get anxious, because in the end, when you look at the result, you're gonna love it, you're gonna like it, and it's gonna look fabulous. So well, at least I hope so. I do like my own designs. Like, who would I be not to like my own designs? But yeah, I was like, why was I using these small lights when I have these pillars? What was I talking about? The patience, yeah. So I'm kind of testing myself and testing my patience abilities with building parks like these. But on the other hand, I do love the result. And I think that there's no greater satisfaction than having a vision of something and then seeing the vision come to life. Being like, even if I don't know exactly like where the park is going, this park I have planned, but there are parks that I have, or that I have made, that were like, let's do this and let's try this, and it was all very random. And I love doing that too, because like every single random idea that I have, when it works out the way I want it to work out, and then I see the final result, it's the greatest satisfaction to see your vision come to life. So that's why I'm doing this, and that's why I'm testing my patience with this game. And I think that we are nearing towards the end of the speed build part, and we will get to the capture mode and see the whole thing. So this is the guest sections finished, with lots of circles, lots of fountains, lots of palm trees, lots of tables, lots of chairs. I was losing my mind while placing them because it was just so much. But I am very glad that I put in the work because I love the result. I love how it looks. These look so nice, and I love these rock planters, and I only realized now that they really do look great in this kind of setting with these fiery pillars in here, because it looks so very ancient and tribal, and it looks like Atlantis. And here we have the Raptors. Yeah, this is what the episode is named after, the Raptors, and they were barely in it, but this is not the last time you will see them. Thank you for watching. My name is Tommy. If you liked the video, please give me a like, comment, or share. And if you like my content and want to see this park grow, please do consider subscribing. I have more of things like these coming up. Thank you again, and have a great day. Bye bye.